bricks and ribbons, games that she had learned as a little girl in her native country. Now, those moments of play at the beginning of each class really inspired my students. It encouraged them to just kind of lay their burdens down for a few hours, to let go of the many things in their life that vied for their attention. And for a few brief hours, they could laugh with one another and at themselves, right? They could let their hair down, which really opened the door for them to create the vision for the next part of their life with a sense of adventure, creativity, lightness, and joy. How marvelous. Now, as Jen mentioned during our conversation, play allows us to see things differently. And when we see things differently, we experience things differently, right? Play invites us to use our imagination, which opens the doors to possibilities. Possibilities that most of us haven't even dreamt about or thought about, right? Play actually opens up new pathways, new neural pathways in our brains. It releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone. It can lower stress and stretch us into new ways of being, seeing, and experiencing the people and events and moments of our lives. It's truly amazing how much of an impact that play often has in our life. As children, we all loved to play. In fact, it's pretty hard for me to imagine a childhood without play. And as we play, we actually learn how to learn. As children, this is certainly true, and the same is true for adults. Now, I love this quote by one of my favorite composers, Ludwig van Beethoven. He simply says this: never stop learning. But before he says that, Beethoven reminds us, then, he says, let us all do what is right. Then let us all do what is right. Strive with all our might toward the unattainable. Develop as fully as we can the gifts God has given us, and never stop learning. Because you know what? If we're lucky in our learning, we also learn how to play. So, play really is the thing. Once again, I want to thank you for joining me for today's show. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, and this has been Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Please join me again next week right here on Talk Network Radio for another show of Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Now, you can also find me on iTunes, SoundCloud, Alexa, and many, many other places. Don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Have a fantastic day, and remember, make the days in your life count. God bless you. That's our show today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess. I hope you'll join me again next week. Until then, don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Here's to you. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to make it a yes kind of day. And remember, celebrate. Celebrate the music of your life. Make the days in your life